Enti memo wache na memo wakwa ba mva Adom TV Nnawotwi akwa ba beto ye so yesin konwa na yedwendwe oman Ghana ho kwan ye fa so a yenso nyame chaade ne yenya ye eyeye man aye friend Ghana e betumi afa ne ntampa efra na Nnawotwi wensem bebre ene esi na megidi se ne ye quite huge for ye nyina no ebe ye Black Stars. I mean kwesiada ye kojina agropraman so ye ko ye omo ye na obi afi se ne ye wie na no so ye na Egypt ye ana ye ka se Misraimfo ahu omo ene uhu omo bium na nka ye ne ya adwen de se ye ko hye omo kra na nso ye zo mienu emomo so hye mienu enti amagana for ya fa calculators aye calculate enti eno anso keved Eshe Mozambique into Cape ma qualify from our group. And then for calculate into no Egypt share Cape Verde, Egypt qualify ne Ghana yeba fee. Ye bed conforsi okay, or the Eshe Mozambique, ye share 10 best place teamer, ye be ashe ho. And no, any bisa say now we show Black Stars, bibi bet me a Giomo from a year so member fee and now from AFCON 2023 so Ivory Coast, you know. Enti your topical issue ewo high babedi unkomo ene ye beda ye ho coaches ne ya kire formula e betumi dey afa so na yet me a qualify na asemba ko so e ba ye ne pusu ye kakra se na transport operators yo meto mo first mo biom ye nso na nka yenim so se fu e ko from there ene increment bi amba so transport operators you the beto just on betumu over 20%. Ministry, air transport ministry, then somebody said, I be yen disregarded, say yen fun to baby cry. And no moon sem, I could saying, and they ye be sing nkonya near to me a drain home. Na, and no moon soon ever told just say, ora attach ya or a member of parliament. Now saying, Edia could not buy way moon, and ever to just say na see de ne ekoso economy mu se nya nyoma ntumi nko yi de ko bembam vice president ne yenye ene papa no endi ni yi ose se wo hwe vice president no nyoma wa ye ne ekoso a ye ntumi nka se ne ekoso economy mu no ye de ba bembe no enti ene ye bedi nkomo afa no ye bisa se atachia betumi akleba omiasa na ye bedi nkomo ene ewo eye Nnawotwi adwumedie so wa Adom TV ane asempa 94.7 FM no mo ameni ombedi dwumei ora Emmanuel Ohene Yeboa or General Secretary Ghana Road Transport Coordinating Council oba council studio house and batakari kama over marching biabo ayo ewo studio hanso your honorable Ashai Odampton or MP for Tema East also honorable biabako all right then yeah just say Sabeka Samuel Amwa or deputy national PRO for GPRTU Alhaji Yusuf Fofana and Fofana or government spokesperson on social services of our cancer our studio ha na yeni omunyina edin komo me amedi dwuma ho chia me friend Samuel Kojo Brace me production team solid production team akwesi nsia ene minia no mo ka ho nyina no maje pene boye chidom me dey show we dia bro wala nyina so eka ho on behalf of your sound man your camera your directors your sound for no your light and your biano me mo akwa ba to the show ye betwa ho tew ne yaba yaba ye den nsem no ebeto on nyina adwendwen ho ba kan ho se wadwen kire ehia pa e de ma show we enti ko social media Facebook Adom TV show we twa no ho fa comment no to ase mefa na makan emo bia so ate won so wadwen kira wo kire on the issues I twa no ho koba e wo my way mo ye ba ye sha ase ne edi nkomo no oni entra ye ba isia memo akwa bio na yenhyase en kansam no se ne sitie na mom yenhyase ne yenhwe enkrata betodwa na watwe we mu about transport fares and started with GPRTU dia over the buyer or say at the national management meeting held at the Trade Union House on 16th January 2024 it was resolved that transport fares be adjusted upwards by 20% across all loading points on the union effective 24th January 2024. This has become necessary as a result of excessive taxes on spare parts, adversely affecting our operations due to hike in its prices. Further, the recent 10% increment of insurance premium is also having a negative effect on our operations, whilst the condition of our road network remains deplorable. On the foregoing, we cannot break even if the present transport fares is maintained. We are therefore compelled under the prevailing circumstances to increase our fares by 20% to mitigate against collapse of our business. We take this opportunity to call on the general public to bear with us. And now, I'm trying to say, meeting be on the Trade Union House on the 16th of January, no, I feel we mono. A begina say transfer fares, no, also 20% and then embroye, loading points in from 24th January. So we do not obey here, say. Oshe taxes on the bro most spare parts so affect your business and be brave. And a spare parts ne boy to mono. So Oshe so 10% increment on their two insurance premium. So have a negative effect or a negative effect or more pressure. So wow sir, ya clients or Ghana has so enye. So we na see jina present first and so war crowd business name ko ye entino na. And when here, so also more 20%. Now more to me, Ediam, a protect your business and I say enkugu. Now more say you know, so you know, by aging na we know it to me abemusa. Na no more and Ministry of Transport. So it be able to yura Minister I didn't such a crater on the bio say the ministry has cited publications in the media by commercial road transport operators purporting an increase in public transport fares in the country effective Wednesday, January 24, 2024. We wish to inform the general public that there has not been any negotiation with the transport operators for a review of the transport fares. We therefore urge the general public to disregard the purported increase when it becomes necessary for such negotiations and the decisions are taken. The general public will be appropriately informed, as has been done in the past. The ministry will continue to ensure fair and reasonable public transport fares, keeping in mind the needs of transport operators and the general public. Near or more trying say ministry who say Oshe Ghana media and Zambia betu just say commercial road transport operators say on betu air transport fares mu Wednesday, January 24. I'm say omo episode omo catch ye nyina say omo entu nkonya bia na ensi nkonya emfa bibisa ho enti no mpese omo catch ye say yembo sa news ni na yembongu say omo abeto AFS mu omo say ho hia say ombesi nkonya ewo AS ansem no ho a ombebo ye nyina kokko ana ombe catch ye ye nyina nso yetumi atiase. Say ministry in Bekoswa, I shall say, ye benya reasonable transport fares. Wabra more dream transport operators and so any yina and on sema ministry at the beto ja ewo na yenkwa homano swe na yene Samuel Amwa or deputy national PRO edema GPRTU yene ndin komotel wafa marching bibia bokode
Nyame adom ne mpago ya ho ye pa.
Yo. Na minimsan ke bia mbeto first mo a mosinkonya with the Ghana Road Transport Coordinating Council as well as the Ministry of Transport. Na we do the Aisa Nkobasa dentia.
Medase nyama nincha o ti ko washo fa. De o mu nyina ne se no kwese ye ba beto transport fare. Na transport fare ye beto na nse o make statement bi se yeah, Ghana Road Transport Coordinating Council, Asia. The Transport Ministry, no, any Obushia. GRTCC, a body on its own, on Sonashenka Food could be a Shishena. Now, the reason why I'm saying young cafe bonting at the Krata by the transport fee by 20% maybe. The kind crowd on by introducing new taxes. Epidemic mu edigo import duties so na odi ko busa import duties so na e dey affect omo mo ko fast paper the bagana ba beton no e affect omo nso no na dia ese so omo nso ya omo nso betimi akoso arani omo business na say omo beto spare parts said ye be omo nso betimi akono maba ye shaase bo ta se ni hu dewuru e ma ye shaase e ye hu dedi ye busho akasa ya se said ya ban no epeja ta taxes ni mu no na ama spare parts akoso no e ma ye hu kire enti nka ban hwe no nyi bibi mfa ho ye hwe ya bibi sa ankoso January ya yesi mu ya insurance for so ato mu insurance no BBL for so omo charges so omo peje mu e ma omo sign cra de penalties ahudo bi a in case say bi asadre ya spare parts boy din wuji ya say unya sika nto njim na o pake ka na bebe afi ana busumi nsia na yechiri na untimi nko renew paper o ko say afi de utimi koto nji na akoso ko renew a penalty eda so na ye double the renewal okako renew no we ni niama ahudo bebre ni yesi da bi ye shaase se ye bo ministry ni punu mu na enam sokra epo ema ye bekai a Europe reata ede ne budget e ba abontene e last year ye obeka bibi se wasan akokofa etuo bi a ye fe emission tax as emission tax no eno ana e pollution tax chese nwusi apie free ye car no eno mo kire se ma or how eba climate ni mu enti no omoji tuo bi e wo so a omo de take care of that pollution minim pa won so yesenchiro ni minim say that pollution tax and the fuel so o yesenkani uko fuel station say uko fuel a liter bia na akoto abaku bia no ye je 10 pesos e to eda so on pollution air 10 pesos and e ba ne say no masa kokofa can say another pollution tax biaba ya sisan di amane emission tax and so almost say almost the another VAT at the babeto non-life insurance policy so the VAT to non-life insurance policy so not just a motor insurance and so no say ukona ukucha VAT da so no so be ma na pege mu e dia kosoro enti the actual krata at the core parliament ma ye petition parliament said there be emra omudi be akwesa abebi omudi mrebi ba be affect asenkafo a ye major stakeholders oman yesumo man no obi ani about GPRT nti adenti na monfre na monso monji enso input monhwe se yenso tapache dia mudi be yadwenkyere ne sen e wo ho ese mutimi engage yen bibisia ankoso ade no so kokokokoko ayen na ba bedan yen editi e koso abo ministry ni puma na chese nya bia omubie yen nti esa na be kokoba ne dia na se de adwuma ni mu aye din a yenso ye cast be se ye nya sikansiesie no akwan ye nam so nyina akwan ni nyina nya papa inti no shock absorber na obeto a sisi ya na asai obodwent na obeto a sisi ya na asai niama nyina so boy din car tie ovan tie ya na sprinter tie na nke eto no 300 cedis sisi na 700 cedis car battery ni eto no 400 cedis sisi 1000 Ghana cedis engine oil ni eto no 120 cedis sisi 250 cedis o shesa niama nyina car engine sprinter engine ne kan say fanyo engine eto this sprinter ne 3,500 say pege 15,000 sami e man nyina akoko koso ne e bo punu mu say adwuma na ye ne ye ho kire bi enso wie it is said be kokoba ne dia na ese enso ye hwe na kwan e be faso a ye betina som Ghana for na ese enso ye pege ashanti abomu said e be ye betima to aso aye adwuma eno ene ye dekrata aba abonten say ye to ashanti abomu a fe de ye dekrata na ba abonten wi a na ministry ne so atro krata say public no moment fear. That's the ministry ni kind of attended. I believe that we deserve to be back on to render an apology at the Ama driver for Ghana. You know, say, say, Obeka se matimu for MFA. What is a Brian Cano and Yadia found. Yen this as a ministry ni kasa hino matoma Ama driver. Omo mko jiji work and pay abro the Juman ministry no musika send the room. I find transport ewa bonte STC ni metro march ye mi sa so mo nka so mo tini tie se no oh but ni nyina mu no enam se ye dwenti ma mi fo hu nti no ministry ndi sa krata na ba bonte no emu ansa afi de penifo ahia mo ma twen sa dia for the leadership of GPRT say nyame ya adoma Benada omo ni ye hia e wo sa asem no ho enti as it stands now ni de ye krata wa bonte say eda e ukuada 24th January 2024 no ye to cash into abomu ohamu nchichema bionu a sharp across the nation. The moment you come another nan sacred badia, and ya a barbontin be edisa Cassie Barbontino, ya a barbontini and the general public no about the casa. Lemon said yet and the memo for the ministry no a woman said, yeah,
but just before you get there, by convention, then they determine increases in transport fares.
But I say when it comes to increases in transport fare, we are every kind of petroleum product. Obia beka say fuel price and cost, but baby a fuel price is aging and not a and you fuel no one run a transport. Car ni si one out the fuel kogum nata in Shasia entunko engine nima enko shock absorber in Shasia enko. But the banner say yenye transport fare incremental. You use petroleum product, you use spare parts, you use lubricant, you have taxes, you have cost of living. Samia maya mabobo bosi say me no ka say spare part beer ni hwa you have to less than 100%. Yebra lubricant me making some cost and also me making some expenses at the amount. Lubricant you have to more than 100%. Yeba insurance also at a fear January almost 10%. And a DVL is so a pejom also charges more by 50%. It is a man share answer ye come out. Even at all, so the shots in Kapuku because we can the 30% buy. But GPL yesterday, me and Twat again, me and Shas and Yamabet in Abba from Katra because and Beniza who chow touch them up to Turian Renambia, Yatika Functional Dampian Kamano. And internet Kuban is here, they arrive at that 20%. In TSC, a share said the Anima Kuku Dunidia, there's a Sanke Pedium for more than 20% near.
Well, my member studio na mene Ora Emmanuel Ohene Yeboah, General Secretary of Ghana Road Transport Coordinating Council. But na minim say enkano no and I mean the understanding I want to say a two for price more cumulative of 10% and a trigger the increase in fares. Are they asana?
You me das minimum share ni ETF ahefonya. Ni awo kan sa penalty. The question is, share or want to say, and some brave to transport fare will be no. Baby, enough fool no born done. Say, a sad pigeon no call a bro 10%. A bet trigger for new discussion. Negotiation. That is the procedure. And they say, a more, not say the same way, no, say, drop it 10% below. I said, to trigger negotiation for reduction. That has been the convention all these years. Inti yehuni e beti bayra homo mu enne fu na eba form enso central refem mame enfa assembly enso so say afie bia enja na ho ne say si atufu emu between January and March we share as a group ni ahwe ni ma ye ka ho asemu nyina ebia spare parts e cost kakra fuel at saying insurance at saying if any percentage increases need a good port to be based on the available numbers near your determined your breaking no near my component abeka transport fair now.
Where are they munina majiatum?
A convention since 2001.
Okay.
In 1 year. Now spare parts no so majiatum say any regulated market. Baby ubia ton na de no onu dia no na de bo no aba nti se fuel a ope MPA ba say this week window we are increasing by 10% across board. Ubetimi akọ up to the maximum increase available, but you can't go beyond. You can go down and that is your own but the spare parts market is not like that. So we always look at the inflation numbers. ABF never started no. At the time now, the previous increase, I've been seeing inflation is saying a costro and a form. So a costro, if you near the your fire no so dear no, I can't port no, you determine. It is a spare pass a bow costro. Send your watch there now. You need scientific ability to prove say a costro by 20% and a costro by 30%. Because the market is not a regulated marketer. Which me I call still be able to say what one name was saying. It is all told name of baby. And now, mind you, spare parts of all the engines, tires, and their consumables. asset, a vehicle, no. How many times do you buy engine in a year? What engine back
sometimes in a year, own Toby.
You don't have to buy engine in a year. What engine is came one? I said to me running for years. What engine I say, and yeah, one year good purchase, and I saw a bad manager. Now, what if a bad manager who cannot and what it will be? Never can't say. Yeah. So one engine, Papa engine, no to see more 2 months, I say, yeah. And won't you and yet me to quiet, and there's a swap. So, you know. The same way, you know, you can't consumables, no. That's a 10 work home. But anything a factor sign many now at the beginning of the negotiation, you know. Into a fire no January. That's a possibly sign negotiation be maybe a close of year, no. Sometimes at middle of the year, and I say be the 3rd quarter of the year, no. Near view, near review, it is a Christmas, no. So we are in ya or any beer. But as far as we are concerned, the major consideration for fuel transport fare increment is fuel. Now can we be said DVLA atomo fees on specific near to. Because since 2022, levels are now almost used to no, be said. In fact, this year, minimum say apply to Fees and Charges Act to do that. Omunji sa approve at the Parliament. The fees and charges and it comes under the government control. Yeah, no credit they are using the old fee we used last year, no, and on the registration I didn't this year.
Okay.
It is obedient because say atumwa. Mentiase. Na bibi to say
pollution levy.
Pollution levy.
Yes, eco
pollution levy.
Tax no.
Say mebo so ya mebo me ya abebo me. Me no tie. Me show obufu. Also ya mebu na me ja obufu no sha obebo me. Because at the end of the pollution levy no. Emra ya go to parliament. Parliament enyuntu and
as for pollution levy there is 10 pesos on a liter of fuel price. I know and now there pollution tax no.
Tax
there by no 100 cedis a year or there almost one pass by almost implement
well, there are a lot of laws that are passed here in parliament for no there are a lot of laws that are passed here implementing and the idea you are passing here implementing and that's how your tax bill or cost build up how they can home it me feel say come to boss and then kin you share send your bibia no na and ga sa understanding ni ba bia ye enye clear papa no kin nyina betimi de abeto pon so na ya dwendwene ho na de abeto omanfo enim send ya essence send ya omo ahro mo so ye mind you say who will be my bibre akuja o DPI told me a very big union. There's no two ways about that. But the truth is that say we players you go born now and Rama can say the 11 players nebo. Now the 9 could packers so reference starting match. What do you mean sir? Good. Is a reference starting match with 9 and I want to 2 na can on for make on 9 complete. They na good in common. So umbu nipa na bomfia so nipa you credit or head and you be a honor na problem no. It's need dia almost from other players no. And I'm away in buy.
Okay.
Because they be a share signing. In fact, me to be communicating with each other. Me na me or my general secretary and the counter sign co-signing. They about public. It's a feeling they see in here. I call it me gidi say almost same before we in the on make a change.
Say the cost of living no. So more any be on businesses be collapsing.
That's why. I'm sure they back on so. DPI to Nankasa. Let me use Greater Accra as a case study. Omo dem be omo ya so mu jaya e ma driver ni ho ahan no.
Okay.
One of them is omo gas na no mu use omo no. They say omo a change omo to bibi fro. Say omo ampu completely I can't say for sure but I know say una omo kwan no so a route so I can speak for so too. Ofi so too e bakra. We be na nipa menu me se gina ho. Ya koka no na yakoje 5 cities. Na yakoje 10 cities. On the stretch from Amas Rotom to Kanisha na say you know. Driver name to your 5 cities 5 cities me and 9 obetria. It's affecting his income levels. Ofo and it's a baby. So one back so ni you know somewhere kan ya capacity some ha no so ha because o jiska boni dia wakasem wow edro nwumre no num a buso mo enam achimota e call nsa ho no kwan no so o start here olodufi the UTC or call cycle odu cycle no apel achimota na mo mutim na o kwa achimota no asan trem no asan jo another fair from cycle to achimota which obviously is higher than kabetu free cycle to achimota obey sa oni betina wonsa do mo e konsa mo no we pay first no 1 2 3 4 times in the journey of about 10 cities no you end up paying about 20 cities. Yeah. So if this practice is going on now Saka Chinese say who address that practice no name on we want to make yourself richer by another increment there at the detriment of the passenger there. You are not being fair to the passenger. We are operators. You first say ejmaniko year ye nyine ho behind but much as ye sika no ye yine no me man so fro ka na bi mame fa ba kuntwa to the last 2022 na statistical service for a year statement we say inflation cost it is driven by transport fares. It's a bit to transport fare 20%. Now me come market you're increasing by 50%. What am I doing? We want him to transport fare more. A trigger all increment in all other sectors. Yeah. It's a matter transport fare more. Nipa not serve your regulation to board here na bank no. Or no for calculate you transport for 20%. No one say be the board here by 15 cities. It may turn 100 cities. If there be an increment no acquire about 100%. Now we dodge 10% people. Now they are continue. Now that we have some level of sanity as a fuel no I did kakra maya no. I don't navigate you kakra sana because so be because say spare parts cost taxes near the cost. I'm also referring to the person say reduction now back from 23 to 12 no. That margin of short for bad. I don't use to accommodate that you can was because the phone no cost it may be a one na manage kakra. But now we start say oh strong case say so let's say tomorrow come to the table. Put your cards down. Let's all wait and determine what.
Okay, because there's a formula there.
Because the formula we have to follow.
Mate, men honorable Asai or Dampton. So honorable, into what the coordinating council, what JPR to you? Also, who is saying? Then I say,
I'm say Assembly Dika. Edika pa essence me share a quisa regulator. Me share ya papa ya na say omo body no share near transport operators na ye no. And me share the operators no so no cry say afi ye were different operators and GPLTU.
Oh yeah.
Omo na say omo abata sonti aya ni omo kano eno na eta ejina but me tietie nkomo na I say yentumi ma ya adwen enko benkro mu esan say nia menua ne di wie ni say sempo na esese ye tu fe ni mu a moma ye ntena se na ye ndwendwen ho am say eno na say ye asem ni na ahyase nanso utieti a ahyase na akọ say ye susu say niam say ye hwehwe no eye baaku mienu miensa nine regulator no so can say oh fuel price na a major indicator but me disagree kakra a sign say can say fuel price ne be from no say first be from me kai pa say abra prices ne cost ro no transport operators esun pass na nka ompese omutum and ebe cost ro pa na yes so mum eno so na enam na akoba ne say oh yentumi anje senia na say yaji abra for prices no e cost ru bebre no enti ya boka
say no na proposal am the buyer to send you okay you nyina e table ho odu proposal buy and then yeah panel tram no ana ye de besi baby so yes time for of course no moto mu but percentage no mpe no mwanya
yeah enti negotiation
exactly yes
enti say un negotiate at that time na nipa ne nim say wa hwere bibi but say ono so tie aban ana say tie timamufo ono nti wahwe bibia fine yenti ase say ne waba na oka say ye nhihye no enye fango no ana fuel ne pena dimu akotene say no so yeti sanse say o de tutu omo ye Uber ana from Sembo.
So online drivers.
Online drivers. That's the word I'm looking for. Online drivers. So okay, you be say ofa wa bra kwan no so ye smoother. Fair ne befo. Ofa so na a peak traffic prone corridor. Fair no kosro. Enti you be say fair no engina fango no peso. Ejina route na we use no. Essentially jina traffic a obe fem. Say obetumi afa online driver from one point to another at a particular time fare no ye drastically low. Because if a GPS no pick say the road corridor is free. Free and necessary term. Because look, who drive a car na uko straighter. Consumption different from when you are stuck in traffic.
But I think that a bit challenging using the online because you know the online also technology, you know, for the technology. In this kind of way, you know, so the driver know what the percentage. The company also has its percentage. Will it be equal?
The point I'm making here is that we can't say to me can say full price on the pay.
No, but it's convention. Conventional, yes, say. Because what we know is that say fuel price increment is cumulative. I mean, we're only using the Ghana has say increase it cumulatively 10%. It triggers a negotiation for transport fare increment. Say reduce one, it triggers a negotiation for reduction. That's what I'm saying. Is that it looks like I say shifting goalposts now because first it must increment in fuel price. After there. Acquire spare part and taxes a year annual payment. For example, this new 100 cedi environmental tax bay, 100 cedis a year. How can you cite it? Say because a year, what the 100 cedi betria tax in say resulting in an increment in transport fares.
Yeah, but send a basket. It's not just about the pollution tax no. A basket. Okay, can you be Wakeka niyama na aka say yes, fuel or cano or say fuel is a major component.
Okay.
And I make say even when you take fuel no, ubetumi atwemo aka say fuel na nkwampo no engine no ho so say uto fuel na we road corridor no nya smoother. Uboka more.
So I think they also cited it.
But you see, they added cost of living. I had a problem with that.
Okay.
But Rebecca said margin. Who ye juma? Who can cost both direct and indirect? You know, fix any variable. Near fix no be engine and I bobo so say no more 3 years when say obesa engine na bibisa. Near variable no the more I will run na ebeko. But you see, when it comes to maintenance of a vehicle, it's a near landed property. Now why betumi say car betumi say at any time. Accident betumi say aba at any time. In your analysis no, want to mean fact the standard say we talk 5 years, we talk 6 years. Most of your commercial drivers, they don't do comprehensive insurance. Only a third party. Now we are third party now when you major accident. There's no way you can recover your asset. Inti in saying two parties na kasa. Misusu say na nke say omo sha see fi say ye be sha finance in senior kind of the first 3 months there must be a window a year enshrine say before I be sha finance na ya collect your problems. Sa cost of living ya can spare parts in ya tenase. May nka say because your work convention inti because a ban is a regulator no may be impacting the operators in negative. So fuel pricing call 10% in TN to meanwhile when him say other components niyama eka ho a ye di ye adwuma no nyinaa no ekotia operators no niyame de be ka ho the lack of leadership in the sector.
Okay.
There were transport regulators, there were operators, there were by Ministry of Roads and Transport.
No, transport.
Ministry of Transport.
Yeah.
Now, Ufa Ministry of Roads, because I'm also play part. Now, Ufa Ministry of Transport, wouldn't say a major stakeholder in your inflation assessment, air transportation. So it must be key on your agenda. Sometimes I wonder how we detail people to work. Entimi nkoba say obi schedule ni say obe engage the operators and the regulators consistently, so that all the indicators, factors are needing at the beginning of the year. We know so obi schedule no obi adwuma eso ye our ministry ni say or picky data or analyze the market, the sector, or she say near cost no. But obi no ye betwa operators no aba abonten no na fe na ministry no AP want to mean you say but what is the duty of the ministry and who is the responsible officer? Hina na ye dey say adwuma no ahye din say so obomodin say obetie operators no na nia omususu say ye omo haw no.
Okay.
Nipa no betimi afre no we say nia wo hwe no entisa. Even in formulating the ministry's policies, say ministry need to me J adwenkyere efi operators no. Say okay, mo say mo 20% based on this components. But nia mo ken ebi na ya aka wa ha say the pollution 100 cedis annual. Almost say insurance akosoro by 10%. They are also talking about spare parts, and like our brother said, spare parts market no enye regulated. Into be able to me abonituma ka say media me turn say. Into hono na ministry no so say the state is functioning. Me can be an American say. Nia ye hu no.
Now this for.
Yes, nia ye hu no. Ebe koso pa esan say edu abato afia. Everybody feels said this is the time for me to get what I want. Now it is also so because the state is not functioning. The state no functional, your preoccupation will not be about election. It will be about how we regulate the actors or more di jumawo or mine mono. Unse ye bra e kan say ufi for example of anko na wo ba kra nkrofo okwan so a
anya obetua be 5 cedi be 4
because nkruma breso terminals wo ho a udu bebi a obewura terminal ni mu na wakolodi na wepie sisi a ye development ya doso population akoso no mum no there are no terminals. Into sometimes it takes the macho guys to create space for the drivers to come and park and load. Into then they take something for space. So I buy asset there so yeah now on transport operations into the problem is actually the state. Minka party government, but the state. You can state and profit making.
Okay.
How things are organized for efficient running for the well-being of the people. Into well-being in a year loose, ask them how many terminals have we created in recent times. The old ones are all going.
Mate, medase. So you have a point there. Memfa Alhaji you see for fun and so we know more koto. Then most how you handling it. Now who say enkofa how I'm because there are two transfer first when the rippling effect is just so you can tell.
Yo, midawasi. I mean, chair, I'm saying, feed afini Asia.
Feed Asia.
I'm our fisher pan.
I've got to offer.
Monitor, oh boy, Juma, Yamisha,
Yamo, amen.
Jumasa. The chair, minion, pinning for an insua, or body kind. A buy and son of neighbor. Emi say, near almost kind in our matini. Near a woman is say, or the baby or we no na maybe shall say, I am the pass or can say state. because I'm saying and saying na say Jumani start here say much of for bed creative. It's been there for a long time. And now Nkrumah so now can Nkrumah ko yenye. So it tells you say ene yanya that failed way na yenye no. It is over 40-50 years and it na obi a yenye ote. Nti if this is the timer, say nyina ye kan ye ho boom. Near to me a BB because I believe say we started something like that by creating those kind of near Kano Atimota news station you call a kind of saying a jury just after Amasama creating some kind of places cars bet me alcohol no more. I mean we started something like that and we are in the process. Yeah, go so yeah into make us say successive government mean can say just MPP and I say to me be sanka by this time you do baby I di onion for coin no refi ho no edin ajiri we've done a lot and under this government we're trying to make sure say bet me anya landing speed baby a ban sana the vehicles can easily go there into those terminals do whatever they want and then move out. So I think we are in the process and because so I say Jumano. Na etosu me no the hula baloo about fair increases here abe. Emi say idea me amiti no me buy no anadua me call krum me call boko me call ya che. Tawa e tanko. Say almost here the abe grab. As I say fan cram for I mean so but we used to go into me call a year before into by Ranajo into na man be do hantem no into near woman say ye hwe say let me say fair increases and na increment e idea ihihie wo ho no aye nyina ye diso mi ba no metie no matie mi papa nso it's simple. Let me say there hasn't been any negotiation so far with the ministry say ye per se ye increment be and I say ye tin one frame.
And I mean, you crack and crackers or more come meeting and on decide
me background me frère back will be meaning ye juma me pese me boni di or your mo penny pa but he told me say even within the meeting no cra na ti ase anye juma yi sa because omo e gina so pa o be gina so e dey call for that no ye shedan do ho no mo the same ya kan ye no elections years are like that me nua Ashane kan elections years are like that so we have braced ourselves to receive this kind of banter. Yenim say BBC no ABC. Na near ministry no can say ye nyina ye ditum. We have where ye determine the do a say increment no which is the 10% BB ye nyina ye diatum. Na see how no say your kind shifting of goalposts no ebe hard drink kakra. Esan say yetumi ye ne sa na ebedu baby no bi drivers no kra be ka say ye ma school fees kra ya tum nti ye betu we no mo ebedu baby mi kotua mi dan ka ye tum nti we have to find a way ye betumi aye amobi anwato no and that the major our kind which is 90% of neema yenya increment no it's fuel. It's fuel. You can't run away from it. Even if it's 99.9%. Because purpose the engine you suka e wo mo na wa goto bibia hye ho no mo. Nti udio eno nso ebe factor ebe hard drink all over the world e fuel and e money e kosa. Now Hannah saying
got the education so there's a basket.
Yeah, that's
you
it.
Put all of that and weighted averages mo boom na mo decided.
You are quite right. And American say it's true. Now so fuel na the major you know. Yes, I agree with all that. I agree with all the taxes, you know, we na here can I agree with all that. But me can say ya nhwe ni yi nso ni allow eno nso be factor major na ye pushy because of political you know ebe high because it will not affect this government alone. Ebe affect successive governments ebeba. Now that time no what are you coming to tell Ghanaians? It ni say ye nyina ye hu ni say once we have a basket, once there's a table ye nyina bibi enkoyi ana ye pese ye di asem bi ko dan ministry no odi ko aban chen ni ehwe se ne ebe ye a ye nyina ye ho betoye no na mudi aba na ya transi. I think when we begin to do that no ebe boa ye pi esan say in the long run it is the you can say passenger no e na ebre ultimately my a fine example which I know as a typical Accra boy I know say sanity car Kumasi kura na ansa na bedu Kumasi na waji fare no be 6, 7, 8 times ya wa we soon sound odu ho no ma we si omo ewie no na afi na o fa konkoko odu ho nso a afi na oto aso nti obedu Kumasi no na wow, these are some of the things I say yehwe. As I said, this is a passenger. It is the citizen, the Ghanaian citizens that suffers. And until now, media, I don't know, but I would find a time to talk to the minister if public transport, because a ban is sana, and we be a long distance one. I say increasing because a hard being massa. Be free boko and run and be do hanom. And if you see the sort of way our passengers say farm, and yet ebia OE ni some other way na to load from Boko straight to Accra, the rest no nyina ya Wagadri, and you will suffer. And it takes about 3 to 4 hours from Boko to Tamale. And when you get there, you have to transit again, maybe to Kintampo or Kumasi, then to Accra. It's bad. So I think say show we as one body and see how best we can solve this problem. And yes, Hannah, going forward, it is about this government today. It could be any government tomorrow. What am I saying? So let us all understand the way to go. Incrementing, yati has but yen baby a fuel coy on the international market. I mean, you call 23, 24 cedis per liter. And then we can say it's about 11, 12 cedis. Half of it has been quashed off. Now, Yambisa was a decrease, corresponding with the half now. We all know, say in 2023, things became so difficult the world over. And you're gonna pay the world over. And what is going on? The politically, politically, what is going on in the world are affecting years because we are a committee of nations. You can't be. And now, Emma, Nyama Buok 2023, the Nyama Buok also pa. Even Jerry, this thing of Jerry gallon way of oil, no, 1,000, 3,005. And then we can say 400, 450.
Yeah.
Wow. Look at, I'm saying it on there. Yes. 1,003. We have been 1,005. And then 450, 400. Yes. Look at the decrease today. Debbie, me told me last week. Me told me last 3 weeks.
The yellow jerrycan. Yellow can.
450.
Depends on the brand.
Yeah, maybe me told Friday. Just last 2 weeks and last 3 weeks. Yeah, program.
Okay.
You can see where.
Mate.
Ena. Ube can forex and so we know where it got to. Almost 17 cities. And then we can say 11, 12 cities.
Mate.
So it tells you, say, something is being done. Say the better economy no be funny to my part. So what are we also going to? What are we also doing? Say yes, you be complimenting your government.
Mate. Okay. So that's the question.
There's just one intervention.
Okay.
When I brought in the issue of state, the reason that short distance for me it shouldn't be an issue.
Okay.
Because they're more expensive. Now the consumer will not go for something that is expensive when there is an alternative which is cheaper. That is why the state had state transport. Today we've run that state transport down.
No. STC is not run.
I'm told it's functional.
It's better now than before.
This is about the most efficient company now.
Yes.
No, maybe what I'm saying,
but you see, if the intercity services are there,
I think so.
Then why are we talking about this smaller? I taught in the north, so I used to take STC from Accra to Tamale every term.
Yeah.
And I knew how efficient it was.
It is,
Recently, I was going to Kumasi.
I said, teacher bro, for now,
Now me go Kumasi. In the American said, the state, state nimpo into me, we must have, I say, a Buana OA. Any other intervention, I bet Bua, now you judge this. Because another year, a bad
long distance.
Yes, that's it.
Ora, I'm more a deputy national peer of GPR2. Ora, what that's all.
But that's all, Minia.
Auntie, what ye, my, more studio in Ano. And I'm sure, sir, you've picked one or two. Reaction to say to some of the issues I'm more raising around the table.
May I say, Mamingi kind and react to and the Euro in a can be here now. All can be drivers are lodu ACC party yourself, you can say, or make it point to this, be or defense, or consult. Now, we see what baby, no one to us and all that. Now, or refer to GPRT, the GPRT drivers, and yes, sir. Now, let's learn the part.
No, one more GPRT, or can say drivers.
Okay, because me say no can say yes I am away in area now science increment the more they say one can say my name run the second point so now you are in a board science at the far can say emission tax here near come was a mampa yeah increment the other bad here no and yeah emission tax no and now yeah gina so at the increment at the back and after so VAT nominator non life insurance policy no and yeah no the moment can about the spare parts. That a dear Musso can be said that emission tax is just 100 Ghana per year. But we need to say you're running in that emission tax now. A buy petrol on Sunday, but Emma driver for Tiano. And 1 year, our fuel, so you put up fuel, homogeneous and 10 pesos per liter. We need to be on your shoe, say, and 1 and 2 year Tiano. Now, we did this on also Cate or Cata or the driver for an next reno. The onion shim and Fata the emission tax and one pollution tax. Yes, also, why is it? Give me as a target.
I think he would react to
at the end to the tax because when he said, put the poor not the other components to the end come on. And yeah, transport everything running Emma. And it is the idea is about poor and course through but young Shepard. That person I talk I say car no mention the engine. And you stock engine they are okay, but yes start oil every month and I say 2 weeks and kind of say 2 weeks BIS start oil. You talk shock abdomen here. Yes, you are you know so that you are fine here. Yes, you can say insurance policy and also also. Yes, I am now. Not exercise, yes, so I'm able to make at all around here this level. A good ticket transport way. Let's say, nothing can say our system, you need the beer, on Katama drama for the on Katama ministry. Now we don't know. But the American is a baby at Sankatuana Falco. The engineer and check me and so I sent you a phone Kaka and for my Shankapua. Never do baby no Popinica, they are going to repair car. The other man saw the car basic points to a car yesterday. Now police found out what they say, car in the roadway. And also in the car cost of Papa renew the roadway certificate. Yes, man alliance is because on the car. And then was made the car. I think the year a phone or baby on also making a balance. You will never be at the atlas when you car. If you have a partner, they are this is enough. Obi so can about the can say yeah and your foot one and yes yeah they running transport if you have to them for then you found yes yeah to fail and the food will be baby never my chuma that will be up for you maybe up to also the 7 and slowly how we are also better we are the close of the day also when you be I can't say what we studio and after the Yama as I say with me when you can transfer the 2 bottom the show that Danny is here to manage here the company say no I be the Yama Koso not the AFC the other three at the Tuma also for and Koso to be and Tuma then what about the other components the other person to put it that he has a Shabbat Yama Kudua not 20% there for corporate. It should be more than the 20%.
Okay, when you can say more got Tuesday, so the business Mobeba and the other country, by better say, so to me, Dinkomo or Samuel Amoy, Deputy National PRO of the JPL to you. Aha, Nnawotwi Yi on Adom TV, OTO radio, so higher Asempa 94.7 FM. Minche na say bia mo messages in bia by yemfa na ye shade so ube to me the message na leave on the streaming on Facebook uja to ha me fa comment ma kam obi aso etumi atv na mom onim na o also go for diska mula no aba nko for ebre na o bia no mo diska nti on Nnawotwi Yi ye nkonkohwe say ne hwan mo na diska no ye ba ye beto aso on the other issues your black stand some also ye can any Dr. Baumia you know any the honorable MP Samuel Atachi actually say yentumi emfa nsema nkuyi on the economy yemfa nto ne konso because ye ne sade a na yenye enenu ndi nu yenti yenkomula ye ba beto aso ne yentina. All right, me mo akwa babio emfambra Nnawotwi Dwumadie so yembo ne tete na afi yen wrap up on the transport ne mo bia 2 minutes na mo mfa emma concluding remarks on this transport in comedy ma min sha mfi wo fon hene wo over
eja you me da say na the thing say Mr. Mo akasa okasa ni na okasa fine na mo say you was not fair to my person as if say me na me kasa me gina baby asam no cry na America so you opinion odi ku animu a e so ni mpendifo a so omobro wo so ene omo a so bro mo so no ini komodie no eye ni a ye de adwen sabe America ni ye de efe de adwen ton wan hwe ya be ko say no ka me kasa ma driver for bi o I still speak for them but I must tell them what is it was the truth in the oyster I said they won't fair to me my main baby so for say adefufuro bi wo ho a ye ni mu a on fa brapo no so benefo bi hechira bo na ho ani ja no omra na fa meka ho ne ehwe se ne e ka ne de be adwuma be yi na so yi ne be yi na de enye adwuma enye yi a ne yi ko so nyo no nko na dwene e no de be bu o ma ni nyina ko ne a ho yi no sika de obi ape eduka se sika da ba bi obi nko fa ne onka ho create e grambo no so this can studio this ya ye be sorry fi e camera
so
akope sika de bi e sika de obi ape it also what incremental nipa no o union mu ne onu union mu ne oni union obi abe benefit now how are we going to regulate how to control that enti opeso ye dia yenye a space bi nipa o mu dos pa and uji di say yan controls operations ni over the years enti ama say ye whipping system no enye that effective it is all the too one here over too one by abe chaotic ye communicate about one thing say to firm 20%. We do calculations. Ye mass scenarios ni nyina to at least the maximum fair you can ever think of.
Okay.
Ye dey about one thing. Obi afa paper na wonim where to refer to.
Okay.
But we ye no one calculation bi ama. What about trouble to make calculation? One dey 10%, 20%, 50%. So that also is an area recipe for chaotic situation.
Some would do Tuesday and measure say you know.
Yeah, jitu se betum kwande we do all those things. Enti misra mo omunya botre na ye dwuma se nuanom. Obi nta obi asam na aba ne yeka. Enye me na wo kama se me ochra me fi ha e bi ochra krampo na we hu me biu. But the principle must be laid down said ne kwa ye fa so ya de no. Hwense sign de ha adan de san.
All right you. Me da say ora Emmanuel Ohene Yeboah, General Secretary, Ghana Road Transport Coordinating Council on an outing in Kano. Well, menko Honorable Ashai or Dampton. Now, Honorable Ashai was a for the
Ashai man.
And you're not just doing Ashai man.
Ashai ye temadin. And Ashai man ye tema.
Because
Ashai or Dampton, the town of Ashai. That's Ashai man.
And I said, Ashai town of Ashai man.
Yeah, Eddie Kaino, say, ma abide any ministry of transport, any roads, any other regulators, no more train. Nanyama industry.
Okay.
Answer. Say ye nia eka ye ejuma ho abribia no ye de ni to form ehwe se nia nyama ko. Eba ni sa omoma bibi so sei pe wonim nia obeka ede ne to so mienu aban enhwe se ye ejuma ya hyase ebi na make bus rapid transit BRT na ya bobo hu ye ni all the transport operators ye facilitate omo aban eboa yes aban to acho omo ba aban eboa mo omo the buses aba ye hihye corridors yanka say bus be yedwuma obebia but specific lines no ne be ya ebeti sa confusion so obi mpoka say or cost striker enu kwan say aban ye uncovered aban hu da adeja say nipa no cost strike nti bibie ni ho nti sa nhyehyɛ a aban ɛyɛ a mekan say aban NDC aban fee so bus rapid transit obeka say Marco Polo buses no ene nia ye kraban ya ni na aka nwie mu no say ye call back na ye hwɛ nia ye ya ebeboa na ye transport operations no akoyie
okay
nia me di twa to say nia operators na ka cost of living na sa cost of living no mo di account e wuhia pa because se wo ye adwuma na fair ye di amount na ye the same nso afi untumi nkofie untumi mbo akonma untumi enye hwe a wo be feel you think that there's something missing nti yenye real my mfa ne say because ye work convention yemra be ne ye na ya hyehyɛ ye be di so eboa but wo hwe convention na wo a wo de wo hwe so wo ye state wo ye aban wo hwe so say wo aso we are proactive say wow be kan ahwehwe nniam ne mu na wo say hwe ye bi schools we be ka say mfa transport ho but omo di omo mba eko school na e bia wo koto wo di oba ko SS wo koto nniama 4,000 meanwhile school ni free ana ye place obi to secondary school obi ti baby o si bitua 5,000 bitua 7,000 10,000 and so school are open no
was in the zone to venture and there's
cost of living nyaman kitinkiti e fa abrabo ho ye jaima I'm raising this say die ntina say ban say nkofo be fa aban dwuma ho edidi ama binum abre.
Okay, all right, yo mate honorable Dampton now ten in Kano memfa the government spokesperson Emre you see for fana alaji
boss me da say em say asem no ya kan
do 2 minutes
2 minutes so em say asem no dudo na ye nyina ya kan wo hadom nhihie wo ho na me srema kan say GPRTU ni all the other way no say bibi wo ho no mo a omonim say aban no nim a ompese omo gina so e de ye increment na omo de onfa mbra ye be trans because for now no obia nim say there has not been any fuel increase for some time now and fuel no so abafom nti say there are other things omo say on the be kan em say me kan nyama bebre there wouldn't come a time I be ka say hwe ni ho a affect obi nti say de bia ye be increase bibi enanye spare pass enanye say ya ebedu school kra no a eno so me ba no ko school se ne me kan ye no ya increase fees no ni school fees no nti ese me di ba transport mo ye be high ho because all over the world no ye womra ye di so ene ye di ese adwuma no nti omo nya ne ntie se ne omo ka no enye say ento asomo but not at this time of bianim say in the fuel sector no bibia stabilize kakra and sre nyame kura say be saba form more which I know say ye because the last retreat I call ye no e kire say by the next 2-3 months no 2 months no fuel will be decreased biom e be ba form more because go for oil no e boa pa nti enye time yi na mu be kwa kofa nyama bia yenka say enye ana emfata na mumfam be for we because the election year we know whatever is going on. I mean as a politician we understand but we the omumra ni entrance
Tuesday
ebeye na then we move forward.
Thank you so much wofa Emmanuel Yeboade himself say yamano kwan and now jay ho politics dem yen show so back politics ni
man master this office make we meet me
okay
atachi kasa na ye nyina ebe bobo
atachi
yanka atachi almost starting flu exactly we never started and you know honorable atachi say yentumi emfa ahoni nyina engu Dr. Baumia so now se wutie ne nsense membo emu tofa kakra bi na fe yentumi ento aso now wohwa oko my John I also don't blame Baumia for Ghana's economic crisis. He was in serious adversary role as VP. Now as a member of parliament for Akim Boakwa South constituency, someone attached and say ye ne Baumia endini ye say ye ka say on my challenges the come no e ono nkwan nye enamaya ba Mr. Tacha say Dr. Baumia go through significant limitations say esi akwan bebre eba na kwan no mu as a vice president nti when to me amfa na dream pony bebre na ebetumi amaya solve Ghana economic challenges no amfa ambedeje anya adwuma on CCTV for edin komo no say the ultimate decision on government policies no na ya dia president and a Dr. Baumia. Well, honorable Damting, Mema 7 minutes on this one. I know I've been feeling.
Yo, Edikan, Hinani Atacha.
Atacha,
MP, or Abuakwa Saf.
Yeah.
Na Oko Parliament 2009. Until at least watch our Parliament.
Yeah.
Se uti ni nsamo waka Nansen kwa waka se Ken Oforiatta finance minister or resigning Ghana hobeto no. So this is the person we are discussing. After on parliament view.
Okay.
I'm say one two no who nsi ho say obekọ prime minister. Nti on ko bio. MP no so be any election be than anymore a tesi say afio mutumi ka omo adwen freely. Eno ntina utie ni a oka fa Ken Oforiatta ho a ubehu pefe say onim say o man nkoyi. Onim say nyama bebre ekoso a enkoyi. Ono so why minister a ye MP in parliament policies ne ba obe na ye ka to a ya tutumu ni nyama no say anka say MPP na eto yes parliament a pass but wonim ko a ye ko wo parliament a nso yentumi esan say bia na we nya nipa ba ko bia vote nti na should it be say ba no to na ye pese ye sonson so a eye ko ba ko bi na eye omo asede say omo bebo modern say ye sonson no ye say parliament this attach ya ka say aban no ini ye ne yentumi emfem bo baomia
Yan sign baomia
ko a na hina na ye de be say no ko
that's a president oh baomia is just
you see
a vice
na president mrana ono ne signature was no unim nkrofo mo ye hu adwuma nse nye president na ye nu adwuma nso ono no sign nti oye ultimate responsibility bearer by your team wo team president no ohwe nya ombetumi aye e na ode power omo nti ye power say beboa ye nya adwuma na ni power no one power say bra na betena se na ono anye na adwuma na nka wo hia utie MPP a abra omofa baomia ni din a ye de mrani a ye de board no ne say oye economic wizard so ono no ba economic issues a ye wo Ghana in fact omo kan bi kra koka ejuma okoye wo Zimbabwe na no no omo say Zimbabwe na omo inflation ni economy no atete apansa nti ntam na no muja sa ni Zimbabwe experience a of World Bank so konya wo ho no omo ja kan no mba Bank of Ghana you say oh no ye deputy governor na Bank of Ghana bibia redenomination ono ano ye eno so ye mpinse mu a ye hu say redenomination no edisika say na buy no so ye jaka obeka ya Bank of Ghana ni bi wu ye na frɛ no Frimpong Rico Frimpong
commercial bank
now in the denomination
Ghana commercial bank
but in the redenomination processes no na sa nyamani APP nti bi edu bebi na fina mo nka ne expertise in redenomination say say hu na Ghana yesika ahoden eni nia se ne etesisi a eno mpo no ye be ko 2016 elections so wutie NPP na Baumia was the key say ono na owo nimdie ewo sika ntutu e ho nti na ono ana odi enim
say the presentation be bro yeah so ye hu ye
and the same presentation ono e ready a oposo esan say in economics principles no economic concepts no ensesa concepts ni principles na insesa situation na esesa wo be choose concept a ebe boa situation no but ono be kaka frafra wo be kai a or the 170 questions by say the former vice president answer
ora emisa Arthur
die ntina wan farmer mama because no nim say emisa Arthur was also a finance person na onye ordinary person associated with the president intimini Arthur nya adwen kura say obeka say yenyi Bawumia nsinchen Bawumia na nim say nyama ototo ye in the economy look yeka kuwa ehwe Ghana sikasem any Ghana ntutue ho the economic management team hwe yera Bawumia ono anim say the economic management team no fapem ye ka omembu a eboa nti obeka ya owo what a solid team say wait here no obubo kukudam because he believed say oman no sikasem oman no fapem and oman ni hihye na no say economic management team omo ye stronger ebekoyi now who was the head ono na oye head of the economic management team nti say hihye a wodi gu akwemu na echi na nne nyama wa wokeka ye ebi ni exchange rate 2016 na exchange rate about 4 cedis to $1 and no you see in tibida yenso Bawumia ne Akufo-Addo hwe
na Holland yo
ene 12.8 cedis 12 cedis 80 pesos to $1 into the same person na ye budget so no enu hwe se o hwe senia Bawumia afi we dwanefi economic issues ho na o hwe digitalization we be who clearly say e bibia ono anim say wan bomoden say bibia wo ya wo bomoden na wa wo de to ho safo hene wo si o we dia maye.
But so I say it's one of the ways to tackle the challenges in the economy to so ube silly loopholes and make doing business in the country seamless.
So we share a member ye what the fixed stock foundation near share digitalization and all can one semi
really?
Yes, because you see it doesn't sit in space. It sits on infrastructure.
Yeah.
Ukra phone. Now or internet and now ubetumi dia bibia. But enye internet now wo no and ye ade a move no satellite dish fiber optic cable yele in communication infrastructure no and then the bema wo digitalization age bisa say besi ende mama 1 minute besi ende what infrastructure has Bawumia and the MPP government put in place? Nita, the yes, NDC, fiber optic, NDC. Into backbone now, a back carry on one digitalization. On ye who ejuma bakumpo. That's why you see, in 2007.
Remember also 7 minutes and whether we cannot blame your vice president. Who is your flag bearer now?
That was it. I mean, sure. Me say, I no pay. Me say, be can't be afa. Near attaching a can. Na we try. I recollect some of the things. Me say attaching okan kendo foriata semmo. One kase kendo foriata wa bon ana on nime juma no. Okanya, if you can read it for us to listen. Or say Ghana for any MPP for no be at the height of another the way of economic problem all over the world and Ghana pay all over the world, including the wealthiest of nations, the United States of America. Omunti inflation da the United States inflation ekoya yanka 10%. Omunti da UK the same thing bebia any Ghana for any Ghana for no be any MPs in parliament e can say nanka twin ho anka anka yenti anka ono no betwe ne ho ama government no afa ne ntoma pa fra ene ontwe ne ho on can say wa bon because Atachia and His Excellency the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, the best player, Yanya. We be Mr. Adom.
Atachia.
2017 ye buy no. Mr. Atachia, Keno Foriata. 2017 ye buy na. There was no any global shocks. There was nothing. My economy no so from the time I economy no intensive care unit no. All over the world, Ghana's economy was being touted as the fastest growing economy in the world. If I'm lying, say you are a liar. 2017, 2018, 2019, early 2020. Now, Bibia cost 13. And now, COVID hit here. And if people are talking and taking COVID out, borders, seaports, airports were closed for 1 year. School cry and go school. Now see a teacher for worker. Momo government and on to me ye teacher for worker. Ye chance ye chair light. Ye can you dina so 24/7. And that those harsh conditions were able to manage this country. And then you were president every 2 weeks only Ghana for Bekasa. Fellow Ghanaians. Now what you cannot do that. You don't have that type of leadership. Now that time with all the economic hardship here from na baumia dina nice or ye economy every single economy in the world apaska. Not only Ghana's economy. Now so ye call so said you may because ye nim say baby aye econo ye bet to me aye day the economy back to track like the president say obi hwe ne nkwa me ntumi nye ho hwe now so say economy in India men who nim ne ametumi aye afa ho masa mo ba ye no na dollar no na enye 4 cedis so na 1 cedis ye redenomination ya call ye no 1 to 1 na 89 pesos kra to $1 na ndu 1 cedi papa bia e na mo be fa ye o e na mo di call 4 cedi 20 pesos into your percentage increase without COVID, without Ukrainian war, with nothing. Now dokunu ye 10 pesos. But the dokunu call 1 cedi. Your percentage increase. Into say na dokunu ye 5 cedis krana. Your percentage. You will manage the economy abysmally.
No, but they also tell you, say, all of these things you are talking about, the COVID-19, the Russia-Ukraine war.
Entire world.
Yes. I mean, Ivory Coast went through the same thing. Cote d'Ivoire,
wonderful,
but they are having some resilient.
Are they a full-fledged independent sovereign state? And your friend is on our say, our budget from your France. To me, Cote d'Ivoire, Burkina, anything on your cuckoo on person because you can't compare. What do you mean compare? Omunu yet to me, Mag Yakase, Munya Muport to look free, Yafahuka, France. Until you can't compare. A full-fledged independent sovereign state. Ye manage the economy. The economy are not being managed by them. You're sure to say babies. Ghana is doing better than all these countries. Even during the COVID. Nyama bibria is share di ba wo Ghana hanomo. Ebin si Africa baby a. Teacher for better fee. I am happy say Ashia Mr. Ashia teacher ni. For 1 year yet to omoka. All workers ye ma bibiri kotre fie ebi mu run shift na so obi sorin kan say busumu ewu mikoji makatu amantumi anya, and that is the work of His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Wow.
Because he's an economic guru. Na ka tire me say mo time aye ba ye na uko yi 10 million wo bank this all the car call na ma ye back 10 million 1,000 cedis ene na odi gumu enu na ye chain ni aye wono ye nani ene. The value is still the same at the time I hear the valuation. 10 million na 1 million eneno. 100 Ghana cedis eneno. Some time no. This all the my year back kono. Ube jinu na ebe tonia tona without any stress. And nothing na ama almost a chrono ni we no kra ba form. Essence we don't carry sika duduo enko. Enona oye ma Ghana. And of Zimbabwe, no, not Zimbabwe.
But 1 Ghana, not first, next.
1 Ghana.
10,000.
Next,
10,000. Your friend with 10,000.
Remember, you can't say it's the same.
Oh no. At the time, the value is the same.
Hey, how can it be the same?
No. One city no devaluation. No. But it is so. It is so. Ukasano na me so you can jot it down. Ukasano, I was putting it on my phone. It never changed. Yeah, no nti ya kasa
advert omo ye wo TV.
Omo ye mi ye anka obe
advert omo ye wo TV no say
the value is the same.
One Ghana
say 10,000 no na tona. Say ye no sa na tona. Ana ye kasa fi dey be tona 20,000.
So check what happened to your toes. Check out.
No, that was later.
No. Just around that time, no.
No. Me we are now akasa. Nothing changed.
Okay.
Nothing changed. Transport fare the domination at
you see, one person was 10.
Mama Kasanka. Mr. Shai.
But we stopped using the 100 cities.
Mr. Shai, redomination.
My educated.
Redomination, redenomination, no. Any cancer fee, no. One city to say into two base, bibisa. Bibisa. Dokuno sa, the value is the same. Only you and I win him, they are fine. But ye no near all tono sad, sika no time na ebe sika say it says Zimbabwe dear na yedi ba mi akos onko ye mom no answer na friend for the second time so be any running meeting no. But me was not sent there and I come say sika na say an African Development Bank. A fan free UK, no letter your wiki. Now I first vice president running mate Yanya to it. So he left to go and lecture. Any a friend who UK say, Uncle African Development Bank say Uncle Zimbabwe Uncle Boao. And go and check. You can Google now. Check track record. The track record in Zimbabwe when you got there. Uko top no, this is all the wheelbarrow. Boom, no, top. But when you got there, check and see how it got. That is the man we are talking about. You're talking about the economy. My friend, everything ebe my economy na ayeyi. Ye. Me we are no abubo mu die na omu ye no. Everything. Almost everything. Because Nkrumah die ni oye DJ and omo turning nyina. And this are turning in a Black Star Line, GNTC, then catering rest houses. Omo turning nyina. Man, 12 minutes, 6 minutes. Na mean so me time mo ho.
All right. No.
It was Baumia. And okay, me rapport up. And then you be can about ambulances ye ni be di bae. You be can about Mimicrom you can say
say ambulance in na mo de buy mobile na be system no
na we say na system no we Milo team na and no be work out no at 214 in court no
he imported so you are saying you brought
he imported about 20 something ambulance any year she nim anything no work out he has come to accept it. He said he will pay for it. When did he say that? You are not in this country.
But I had a challenge.
His investors, almost with the buyer, he said, say a only problem now. They will refund the money to Ghana. And I won't tell you. They said they will refund the money. They said it. You've not said it.
Also economy.
All right.
Oh, and yes, sir, maybe can't send you more calm with you.
Okay.
But I mean, my name say, on my name, see, on which room your mouth for any and I may watch it. His son said, so be the idea a chow me paying the choices here. What benefit it means a cost to me. There's some people from a San Francisco in a pen for. Into your mind now, you won't send me and not many a penny can say COVID time. You know, for your operators, COVID time, grandpa, and they meet me account authority say. Veronica buckets ne sanitizer ne nema abide ma ye no menim say na e cost to the state akwan bi so no say ya two Ghana mu ayenye dwuma for 2 weeks that will have impact on the country it the baby ya kwako gina no akwasi ya na ya tun ebrodo na edi na brodo na sa I know say as operators it do baby no na ye card e fa half capacity. If I buses are nekot Borgane Nasifon 45 seater, don't for 25. Now the same fuel on the co. Intino, Setibia, na yes, I know so no. Na fair say to me, almost support you. Emma, ye say, you can't say, Sir Veronica Bankers in the South Side, can say the passengers. it became the government's responsibility to say, obey my assignment man, so that we can move without a. Intermediate me who say, Yakojina be we must abria. Yanyin no so mine, a quahim. And we hear him, and now, Sebi, ubi aboa the engine if you hear them. It a cabeda wa, a bushamian, yanyin to near Cano, near Tria. Then we say, one of my one tree, one of you could do her, and I will need to win into one. A bedu baby no. Obinya could draw anything to an movie so to you. Because if you say, I didn't make the mouth crap on Ochina, we have some big damn contract. I say, Mena Mama and Emma say, about me from Metranso. Because I say, on Fastica and share Mobia on those Veronica Buckets on Jeffrey, on to Center, Mobia. Go be to me anyway. What was any rock was any? But I think the government's wisdom, no, your year, I think it was a good decision to support the state in that direction. Notwithstanding, no, say a binary social name may be all year, impacting negatively on the economy. I bet me I any address in a sign about to normal life. As to Dr. Baumiane attached at the end there, the German senior politicians no more accommodate, but the details of it, no, the calculate me account for that economy, you know, and your man will be agency and a macan.
Okay, all right, sure. Mr. Henry born the other day.
Yes, I think I have a concern. You say, yeah, educated public now, we should come clear. Like he says, I buy bois COVID time. That cannot be true. COVID gave this government 21 billion. Into COVID, or more COVID was a great opportunity for this government. During COVID, World Bank Masker, Bank of Ghana Masker, even private individuals and organizations in Ghana gave money. The question is, how were those monies used?
That's what we told you.
Sikano,
people were being paid for not working.
Sikano, you soon say. Yet you say.
Politics, the
NPP
propaganda part.
COVID Sikano by no. Omuchichema regional and constituency executives. We omo regional vice chairman or your PC. Pasi your mami 100,000 for being a regional executive and 100,000 for being a PC. When you are in crisis, na your mausika say febe boa. Nanka ubetumi edia furnish with hospitals. Baby a beds in ho wa furnish it. Baby a usi hospital. 21 billion in the COVID era. Because government got support from multinational agencies. How did we use those monies? COVID, almost say they handled COVID better. I was out of this country. The first facility COVID patients are here at Amasamang District Hospital. John Dramani Mama they see here. They were not ready to open it. The then chief executive, municipal chief executive, Honorable Sam Atukwe, was supervising EC hospital, you know, but for COVID, nankomumbi so. University of Ghana Medical Hospital. COVID time na impenimfo ekukudam ekohono. And no sumpo say COVID, they were not ready to open it. So we are talking about a government that is very insensitive. Ugbo amembo enko so ye PS COVID. Ugbo amembo enko meanwhile COVID ma opportunity and anko go to the schools. Omo nwi aduane amam korana. They use one cedi, they do one cedi. But COVID time, instead say ombema societies and organizations and now be a obi nua dokono na ya ma na ebro na wa ye na wa teso and now they gave the money to party apparatchiks and I know kuku rice with egg on it no more akochiche. Is that how to manage state resources?
Okay, all right. You.
Is that how to look? This my brother also mentioned the way a response to
just a minute.
My brother mentioned said 2017, 2018 they were on track. My brother, and the MPP took the reins of governance 7th January 2017.
Yeah.
Throughout 2017, now almost started ministers around April. What policy na omo by 7th January 2017 omo di go akwemu a 2017 performance amanone World Bank ni other indicators efi omo. Why did they extend the IMF program to 2018? Wabra na nke say end into the windfall. John Dramani Mahama memo no look, when he was leaving power na sika futuro bi e wo bia no get fund na yemfa koji awowa na sika wo na infrastructure development fund $240 million na wo na oye fund the esla ni nyama Mahama hihye na sika wo until 2017 they had a honeymoon because no omo policy biamba even planting na mai 2018 where IMF program no more extended, you know. When they come and they are talking about their performance in 2017, 2018, it is when their policies manifesting in 2019. Nah, you problem.
Yo, Mate, me say thank you. Yes.
Yo, me da wasi. Me say, me dey say, osi satan no chrome ha. Maybe minti na wanti asi. Now, so as a government, there be a fair economy free. Obianim, and it is there. You can Google, you can do whatever, and you see the performance of this government between 2017 and early 2020.
You have no policy in 2017.
Oh, see, then this kind of year. One beside parliamentarians. The finance minister was in parliament to render accounts, or Anna Omra Hamber render account. So maybe Mr. Host called the finance minister to come here too. Maybe that's what Mr. Shai wants. He met parliamentarians and show sending this kind of year. Up to then, since then, man, take up with the assembly. This propaganda forward TV, Sunni radio, and that will not help us. And now, the kind of saying, when John Dramani Mahama sika during the Ebola. So fan set up camp in Ghana. Masa mi boy there say oh tantro alaji. E wa ha no mo to set the West African way. Ebola scan way. We cry for parliament current die. That one too, you don't know about it. You don't know anything about the billions of dollars that was given to your government.
By who?
By who? By the World Bank. Mi pacho ude boy Ebola Ghana and the Bahama.
Ebola center in Ghana. Do you know where it is?
Wanyeshi.
It's in Tama.
Ebola wanyeshi.
Obia proactive. Solve the Ebola problem. It didn't become
no. Wanyeshi. Wan close for the bia. Wan close CC bia wanyeshi.
He managed it better.
That was around the time when we left office. They left office.
Did we record any Ebola case in Ghana?
Mamasa. Ebola was only in Guinea.
Did we record any Ebola case in Ghana?
Ebola in Nigeria and your global crisis, but they gave you money and you took the money. They gave us money, we went to parliament and rendered accounts. That's number one. Number two, we can say public sector workers, we can say teachers like yourself when you were teaching. Echo fee for 1 year. We were paying them from that 21 million now.
Children were not schooling for 1 whole year. You are saying.
Me can there be for almost 1 year.
For 1 year.
Almost 1 year. Teachers will fee.
It wasn't exactly a year.
Yes, I said almost 1 year. Almost 1 year. I mean 9 months or 10 months, if I'm not lying. So almost 1 year. That is 3 calendar. So because almost school 3 months now. Who calculated 1 year. So for almost 1 year, teachers were home and being paid. Public workers, sector workers, running shift, but they were being paid full salary. You provided Veronica buckets all over the country, in all schools, in all hospitals. You provided you provided with those monies. We can account for all those monies. Meanwhile, then you can say these things. We accounted for all these monies, even in parliament. We imported vaccines. I am sure Ukowobi. It was not Ukowobi. We bought them. So, so we use the money judiciously. Send you bet me account to I'm a Ghana for GPRT for Proto. They will tell you in their buses, you know, the Veronica bucket, maybe there to 2 more.
Mate.
Yet after so
okay, so it was 10 months.
10 months.
Almost for 10 months.
10 months.
Schools in Ghana reopened for the 2020-2021 calendar after 10 months of closure. So that's 10 months.
And also,
okay.
throw exams.
Me could be that's it. Me phone lines. Me phone lines.
The national player before.
Yeah, phone lines now.
I was a national player, so let me talk about my football.
Blast that there too. May I announce it phone lines. My main case
maybe the name.
Alaji Pacho team kakra. Ewa agona kwanta me krom. About 6 p.m. What we are doing is school be a chrome wa enkoye. So some of us have put ourselves together say ye be fundraising na to me e dey see school diamond mo nye bibia na be ka say abai emehwe. So if you are around Air Hunter West Western Region Takrade near there, come by Air Roku office no 6 p.m. and support us. We simple the bomwa e betumi aboa me yetumi solve fasting school almost school dine nye ensu to enam school no musa peta enomabo. We want to change that. Until about 6 p.m. and share we're gonna me pay me full flight na medro until enshia na nyina yembo anka krakra. Yanko amano so betumi afre ewo 0302 211701. Hello, good morning.
All the schools in Ghana.
Hello, good morning.
You build all
Michelle, I'll bet me after 0302 211701. Allergy, Michelle. Kweku, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Kweku Mpacho, ma yentiwe.
No, me Pacho, Mama Juma. That's it. Papa, honorable attachment issue na okafa baomia hono. And at the Pesame Kakakra.
Okay.
This issue na okay, say the hardship na aba economy minimum. Yet me feli na elswa excellency baomia. This is no necessary the okano eye no krepa ye efise. Ye wo o mayi mu a market woman etumi transfer body trim say angwa eba the short no di America korase as sangwa nyina akugu ni store na angwa hwa ye de emu eba the short no wa pese sa emu nyina akugu ni store na emu eboa beda so COVID importation has stopped for almost 1 year na so we import to yama craba we this ship so how
Ian Konkofa Aqua, Wavagua, budget design. Yo, Yahoya, may enter one's way.
No, Pacho. Now, I want Musica after what you back in the No, no, yeah, and now my watching said that's kind of a year back, maybe Asiana.
No. GM Bank, there no the issue is that GM Bank, the Bank of Ghana, L court. Now, Bank of Ghana can say once they are in court, courting Kasem, they cannot take any step on it. Empty na GM Bank for no montation. Until that say, Alexander on the line. Alex, good morning.
Good morning.
Maminti over.
Okay. That's a good morning. I'm a pay.
Major Zumpacho Yanko. Over Alexander, why?
Good morning. No, I'm sure I'm more educating. Yeah, I'm specific because I do my family a big and I do TV a big. Papa, na large enough to one. But I say, I'm up for train. Hello.
Yeah, over.
I for teachers need train. Where did government demand? Didn't government escape revenue? That year, no government exceeding the revenue. And even though there was COVID, no. The GRA did well to collect taxes. I get it is 1 year, it is nothing. Second, also the tax report on COVID. It's because of them now almost to say and be defended.
All right then, you better say. Nana Bonnie so Homando. Nana, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
May enter over. May enter.
Now the problem is the budget for 2019 November. You can say you're spending 85 billion. Now, 85 billion, no one shall come in. If you can say the donations by 21 billion, compare 21 billion to 85 billion. It's a drop in the ocean. If you have budget, they're spending 85 billion before coming. And COVID escalated expenditure. So how can you come and make an argument? Say COVID gave us more money.
Okay. Hello, Kizzy. I kiss me, that's say. Me hoya pa mama ntewe.
Papa, ya mi sira na na pejuma ba ma hwehwimai. Akaka te kwa for ya bie ma ya shop a. Na ete da bia na mbisa me ho question say bia de pa na ete MPP fom kwan ka wo pa ba umi amra. Na obetinya bileti 8 no. Na obisa me emre mu Dr. Baumia. Ade na me emre mu Dr. Baumia. Kama ho opposition nyo, enyuma wo so ye no, e ho ata na ye se wo mra meta ma ye. Baumia to nyo ni bia ba economy ho, na economy weak kilo say reason say dia na ede de ye mo hwe obi a opposition po tema na eba say de wantia bibia na o ye nto abama ade na ga na mo aye den na ntimi fa onim die no emwa na de danko akufu ado ema ga na ye nko anim na o ye nto abama na aba na onim die no ubetinya solve Ghana problem make Ghana for say ye to abama NDC akis me ni makrao
na bon su pacho mi chao.
Happy New Year.
A very prosperous one to you, sir.
Good. Mommy said a function for doing it being come. Let me show Fossion Kintiamwa, senior part of my woman, Kingsley. And they can say, if we are Soviet, no one's about. And we have to see common Kuma president from there. Put a woman for a year, with a mother of a year. What you say? And you know, by almost said, no, almost sure, yes, for the. That's about Kunia. I you living in a many panel. I'm going to watch me so. I'm telling you, Samuel.
Okay.
I'm saying,
all right. Yo, Madase, Madame Fubese Kojo, make sure you collect something from your panelists before coming. Mate. Imagine me as I'm there, Bremo. So, maybe 1 minute, 2 minutes, and so 1 minute you can choose. You can choose to talk about Black Stars.
You made a dear me bahano pay a cash in trade. Yeah, Miss Ren say, in animal GPI to ni other operators. Yes, so many would say. Nasana ministry indicates on the Bishian. Okay. I do for be a honor, so you can't want. On family ni en consider in family want na ye nyina e na edugina na ba mo ne mo ye omku ejina esi na o chana I'm going to say
Medase
but I'm going to say omu achichere anoma ho no ba be chire
Medase yo thank you but you want me you can talk about the Black Stars so yeah
No, but I will talk about your fundraising.
Okay.
You see, when you allow governments to go scot-free when they have not performed.
But in any case, citizens have always supported government.
Yes. So why are they now saying parents should not support schools? You see, this is the problem you are getting. Why are they saying? You see, government is even reneging, and when parents and teachers association
we are not.
I'm not stopping you, but I'm saying that we elect governments to manage the economy.
Schools today, now coming me cast NDC for almost 6 schools. Every all schools under trees. Number 2, parents teacher association near term because some were using to extort money. Until Blaster, yeah, we show them the best of luck. I know how Ghana is. When it's difficult, that is where Ghana be emerging. So on Monday, you be share Mozambique for, and I'm telling Ghanaians from then onwards, on who the progress are Ghana be because last 2 days we saw the real spirit of a Ghanaian. Yeah. Send you mobile, but some few blunders, 2 blunders, and your course the way. So we are going to move forward. Inshallah, Black Star will move.
Okay, Medase, Yanko Swani and support Black Star. Edinya, Ibeko Yanim, Capwe, Yanko Ponsa, or yes, so I bet him the Abafi. I mean, for 2 games, your last match in the be determined, and you feel more struggling. I mean, we see the Black Stars coming up, and Yen support it. Why? More tired, no munjai, na mon support Ghana and Yanko. Medase also here on behalf of the production team and all the camera, lighting, sound, Obiano. Medase, sir, on the Yami, Duma, Nnawotwi Yi, and the enemy.